So I've owned a lot of shoes in my lifetime, but for some reason, I have not owned any of these shoes on this list. Today, we're gonna be talking about the top 10. I don't even want to talk about this, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. Today, we're gonna be talking about the top 10 shoes that I have never owned before. Welcome back to the channel. What's up with you guys? How you doing? How you been? If you did not know by now, my name is DJ, and this is the DNA Show. Now, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Join the family, join the squad. You already know what to do. Drop a comment down below if you are a part of the family. And if you are now new to the squad or been watching videos and just been too shy to drop a comment, let me know in the comment section that you are new to the squad so I can give you a warm welcome to the DNA fam. And don't forget to hit that like button because you already know that helps the algorithm oh so much. This is like I'm stabbing myself in the side the whole time I talk about this video type thing, because this is all the shoes that I just want and I need them and I gotta have them type thing. So I might get emotional by the end of the video, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I put together a list of 10 shoes that I've never owned before, and I kind of did it by value. So we'll go from the cheapest to the most expensive, and it's actually more than 10 pairs of shoes, but it's okay because, you know, I had to sprinkle a couple extras in there. So for those that do not know, I have been collecting sneakers since 2007. So you do the math, that's about 13, 14 years now underneath my belt with collecting shoes. And with that, I got to a point where I was purchasing hundreds, literally hundreds of pairs of shoes in one day. So when I tell people I have owned 1,200 to 1,500 pairs of shoes alone just for my own personal collection, a lot of people don't believe me, and that's fine because I know my shoe collection and I understand the numbers that I've done over the years. Now, the most I've had at one period of time, around 700 pairs of shoes in my collection. Bruh, when I tell you Jordans, I have a lot of Jordans, all the colorways, all the years, all the retros, the different editions, the special editions, all the different stuff. I was a collector that just needed everything. And that was one of my problems that I had, was I just wanted to have everything. I was buying every single release every year for multiple years, and then I was buying doubles and triples of stuff, and I was literally just getting so much stuff, and I would always have to do like a spring cleaning, and I had all this stuff in my collection. I couldn't wear it all. I was in school. I didn't have time to ship them all out to college. Just so many different factors that led me to, you know, slowly getting rid of things. I literally had shoes in my collection for years. I'm talking about 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, you name it, that had never seen the day of light. I bought them and stuck them in the collection. I was like, oh, well, that completes this set of shoes, or oh, that completes that set of shoes. And I had an addiction of getting Jordan 3s, Jordan 4s, Jordan 5s, and I would go for the whole set. I wanted every single colorway of that number, and then I'll go to the next number and I would get every single colorway of that number, and I would just do it over and over and over again. And I was like, this is just too much. And I had this addiction for just collecting the whole set, the Dornbaker set, this set, you name it, just all these different sets. Just with that little back story history of kind of like my mindset and how I've been around the game, and literally have touched damn near everything and owned all this stuff in my size, and I didn't even get to wear everything because I just had so much stuff type thing. But these are the shoes that I have never owned, that sometimes shock people when I tell them this, because I'm surprised I haven't even owned these yet, to be honest. So for the first one, the honorable mention, I have to give it to the Air Jordan 5 Military, the patent leather white joint. Bruh, these things went crazy to me. I remember it was like a European release or something like that, and I was trying to get them on my phone back in the day. It was a long time ago, and for some reason I was just never able to get that shoe. Now, I really love that shoe. I think it's really, really dope. At the time, I was buying all the 5s. I had all the colorways, so I just needed that one in particular just to complete that collection. But now at this point in life, I don't think I really want to get the shoe that much anymore, and the shoe's worth like 500 bucks now. So I don't know, for some reason I really like those. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about that shoe in particular. Okay, now let's take it to the next one, the Air Jordan 1 Levi. Now this came in a pack that was super, super dope. I still have the jeans, and it's crazy because I got the jeans. I don't know where they're at. They're somewhere in this room, but I got the denim jeans and I don't have the shoes. I never got the pack. I never got the box. So I have found the denim jeans at a Buffalo Exchange. It was crazy, and I was like, oh yeah, now that I got the jeans in my size, that means I could get the shoes. I think the way that they put that whole pack together with the clothing size and the shoes, that was just a whole nother struggle. So that was partially why I just never had the full mindset of buying the package, but I just wanted the shoes. and those shoes are going for like 600 bucks now. I've seen them go for lower prices, I've seen them go for higher prices, but we'll just kind of average it at like a $600 price range for that shoe right now. And do I want to get that shoe in my collection? I still think I do want to have that in my collection, but as of right now, I have no desire to just go after and hunt after it. But if it comes to me, don't be surprised if you see me picking it up. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I might have to go ahead and get them this year. Actually, now that I said that, stay tuned. Air Jordan 1 collection coming soon. We'll show you that at the end of the year. Let's see what my new pickups are. Next up is the Air Jordan 11 Pinnacle, the gray series. Now, this right here is a shoe that I really loved. I thought this shoe was dope when it came out. I really wanted to get it on release day, and I just didn't have any luck. The retail was a little high, but that was fine because I knew like this is a quality shoe. It's a dope concept. I really love this sneaker. The price went up and it started to slowly go down. So I'm at the point now where I'm just patiently waiting. I've had an opportunity to buy it a couple different times in my size, but it just wasn't the price that I really wanted to buy it at, and I didn't see it logical at that time, and it definitely was smart that I didn't buy it because it's now cheaper than what I had the opportunity to buy it for at that time. I'm just gonna take it slow. I'm gonna be patient, but don't be surprised if you see me picking those up within the next 3 to 5 years or so. Who knows? Now this one is, man, this one right here, bruh. Okay, so I should have got it when I was just being cheap. I should have got it when it was kind of reselling around like that $500 range, and now it's going for 800 bucks. The Air Jordan 4 Levi, the blue one, bro. Those 4s are fire to me. I love that shoe. The fact that they're hitting for like $800 to $1,000 right now is just a tough one. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to spend that much on that shoe. I see myself maybe trading for it or something like that. They haven't been out for super long. I think if I give it just a little bit more time, I'll probably be able to find myself a pair, hopefully within the next year, maybe at a sneaker con or something like that. But as of right now, I just don't see myself paying 800 bucks for that sneaker, so that's why it's not in my collection. But trust me, I want those. You don't win every battle. You don't know that the shoe is gonna increase that much after you had already seen it increase at one point, and you're thinking like,
oh, there's no way that shoe's gonna be worth any more.
Next thing you know, it's going up a couple hundred more bucks, and you're like,
damn, I'm definitely not buying that.
The LeMay Air Jordan 1, the shoe, the concept, everything about it, the materials, I love this shoe. This is probably one of my top 3 most desired shoes out of this list, just because, I don't know, for some reason, I really like these way more than the satin royals or the satin breads, just because of the way the materials in the shoe is constructed. I think, yes, it's gonna crease, but it won't be as noticeable. And I kind of like the satin royals and satin breads, but I didn't put those on this list just because I don't really want them that bad. For some reason, I'm just not that interested in those 2 shoes. I understand they're worth a lot of money and it's cool to have them, but I just never had no desire to go after those in particular. What was that, like 2007, 6, something like that? It's been a long time. The Dornbecker 2, they're hitting for like 800 bucks now. When I first started collecting, right, that was around that same time, they had just came out, and the price was kind of high, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can afford that, because I was younger at the time and I wasn't able to afford it. And then I got to a point where I was like, okay, I can afford it, but do I want to spend that price on that shoe? 700 bucks, 800 bucks. And at one point, people was trying to get over 1,000 for the shoe. It's went down a little bit, which is cool. Some of these shoes, they're really hard to find in a size 13. So I've had opportunities to buy a few of these shoes on this list, but the problem is they're not in my size. And I want the shoe in my size so I can either potentially wear it one day or have it a part of a set all in my size. You know what I'm saying, the concept. I like to buy everything in my size for my collection. Not saying, oh, I had 2,000 pairs of shoes, but none of them fit me and I couldn't wear them. No, I had 1,500 pair of shoes throughout these years that I could wear all of them. They were all my size. And then I had other stuff for inventory for the website when I was selling shoes. Everybody knows me, 12 and a half, 13, 13 and a half, like that size range. Oh yeah, I need that. Sometimes even a 12 or a 14 depending on the shoe and the brand, but that's a whole nother topic. Yo, if you guys are still watching the video, hey, hit the like button because you already know that helps the algorithm. Come on, man, let's go ahead and finish this video. Now this one hurts my heart a little bit because the price keeps going up. I had the older colorways. I need this version right here because it's the closest to the OG when it comes to the style and the durability of the shoe, having the Nike Air, and that is the 88 white cement Air Jordan 3. Price is like $950 now, bro. They're literally hitting for close to a rack. I remember when they was hitting for that full 500, and at that time I'm thinking like, that's too much for those, because 3s was going for like 300, 350 maybe, and that was still kind of a high price. But these things just keep climbing. So if you have a dead stock pair, I would say hold on to them because I think they're gonna do well over time. And I need to just hurry up and just hop on that wagon. $1,000 for those? I don't know, bro. Now this one I just kind of put all into a nutshell, and it's crazy when I tell people this one kind of blows a lot of people's minds, but I have never, when I say never, I have never, ever, not even in any sizes, owned any of the shoes from the Ben collection series. Now I had an opportunity to buy the 9s and the 13s, but neither one of them were in my size, so I just said no, I don't want them if they're not in my size. Out of that whole collection, I think the 2s are fire, I think the 7s are okay, and the 9s, I love the 9s the most. The 13s, I'm not really a fan of the 13s, and the 5s, I think the 5s are fire. So as you can see from the prices here on the screen, how much they're all hitting for, from anywhere from $700 to $1,500 per shoe. They're expensive, and if I don't really love them and I don't see no need to have them in my collection, well, I mean, who needs anything in their collection, right? We're all just collectors. We don't need none of this stuff, but you kind of get where I'm going with my mindset behind the whole series. So for me, when it comes to a series like this, or the Dornbreaker series, for example, not getting the DB2s and literally owning every other Dornbreaker that came out and not being able to get the DB2, it sucks because I know I like to complete the whole collection. I want to have each and every retro of that version. For me, I think if I were to grab a couple of shoes from that pack, I would probably go after the 5s and the 9s. I might try to get them, but they're not really desired out of all these shoes on the list. Now, next up, this one right here is like the Ben 7, but on crack. Like this one right here, bro, I remember when these dropped and I was just like, I need them, and I didn't get them. But it's all right though, I'll get them one day. This one is the Myro 7s, and bro, I don't care what nobody say, the shoe is still fire at the end of the day. I love the concept, the shoestrings, the packaging, everything that goes with it, I think is just fire. Like, I think these are definitely top 3, top 5 when it comes to the shoes on this list of like, yeah, bro, those are crazy. Just everything about that shoe is fire. So again, I don't know if I exactly really want it, but if I do get it, I would be very happy. But for that price tag, I'm not sure if it's really worth it for me to buy it right now. Now this one right here, bro, I'm pissed because the price just keep going up, and it's all because of Travis Scott, bro. He wore the Fragment 1s, and then next thing you know, the price just started creeping, and then I'm like, damn, I could have got those for $1,800, now they're going for 3 racks, and it was literally months ago. If you got a plug for me, size 13, bruh, hook me up, bruh. Let's work out a trade or something, because I ain't trying to drop 3 bands on them shoes, but it is what it is. So let's take it to the very final, most expensive dagger in the just, I don't even know if I'm gonna ever get these type shoe things. So let's just Tokyo 5s. Very exclusive, very rare. And I could put like the Eminem 2 in this category as well. Very exclusive, very rare. Those 2 shoes right there, I really want. It's just a price, and then finding my size. Like size 13, again, hard to find, good price, good condition, so many different factors. To see the shoe selling for over $10,000, bruh, I could buy some way better shoes for over $10,000. That's just a whole nother topic. So for me, it's just out of the window. I don't think the shoe's worth $10,000. I think it's worth maybe a couple $1,000s. I understand there's hype behind it. Let's say $4,000 max. That's the max budget for that shoe, but I don't think it's worth 10K. You could drop a comment down below and let me know what you think that shoe is really worth. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I ain't gonna, and now don't get me wrong, if I had the shoe and it was somebody wanted to buy it for 10K, you could buy it for 10K. So with that being said, that is basically kind of a wrap up. I know it's more than 10 shoes. It's probably about 15 different shoes that I named, maybe even 17 different shoes. I don't know. But as you can see, I've owned and touched a bunch of different other shoes and collections and series and all different type of stuff. And these are really like the last pieces that I would need to have like the ultimate purchasing history of sneaker collecting, or whatever you want to consider it. So drop a comment down below. Out of these sneakers, which ones do you have in your collection? Which ones do you want to get in your collection? What's your budget for these type of shoes? Just let me know your mindset and your thought behind all these different sneakers that I'm going after. And again, if you see anybody with a size 13, let me know, bruh. But I ain't trying to pay, I ain't trying to get taxed. You know, everybody ain't trying to get taxed out here, and I'm another one. I ain't trying to get taxed. I'll work out a good deal with you, don't get me wrong. I'll make sure you're happy, but I ain't paying 10K. Alright, y'all, my name is DJ. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You already know what to do, man. With that being said, I'm gone. Peace. Yo, I just want to say shout out to everybody that made it this far in the video, all 4 of you guys. But hey, it is what it is, man. Drop a comment down below and say Jiminy Christmas down below in the comment section. Hey, and don't forget to hit the link. I have that tagged and pinned right there in the comment section as well. That will enter you in for chances to get free gear, and then obviously the stuff that's coming up with the new course dropping on how to buy and sell shoes and all my tips and tricks with everything like that. So now I'm out. I'm gone. Peace.